Co-creator John Hurwitz is beyond happy with the finale of Cobra Kai Season 6, which is set to conclude in 2025 after a successful run. The show has maintained high viewer numbers and critical acclaim, setting a new standard for legacy sequel projects. While Season 6's Rotten Tomatoes scores are slightly behind previous seasons, there is optimism for a satisfying conclusion.
I got my fingers crossed. Crossed. Crossed.
Netflix's Cobra Kai will conclude with the forthcoming Season 6 finale, and co-creator John Hurwitz is pleased with the show's ending. Created for YouTube Red in 2018, Netflix later swept in to pick the show up from Season 3 onward. Intended to be released in 3 consecutive 5-episode parts, Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1 debuted on Netflix on July 18th this year, with Part 2 scheduled for a November 15th release. However, audiences will need to wait until sometime in 2025 for the show to reach its conclusion with Part 3's own release. Taking to X to answer a fan question about the Cobra Kai finale, Hurwitz revealed that he recently watched an early cut of the final episode and is beyond happy with how the show ends. Here's what he said. "I'm beyond happy with how the final season ends. I actually watched a cut of the finale this morning, and I'm not sure I've ever felt prouder professionally. It's not easy to tell a 65-episode story, especially one that continued a saga that started 40 years ago and is jam-packed with characters and karate. I watched the conclusion with a smile on my face and tears in my eyes the whole way through. As for future stories, we'll just have to wait and see. Hashtag Cobra Kai." When Cobra Kai made its debut in 2018, most viewers were pleasantly surprised at the quality of the show that Hurwitz and his fellow co-creators Josh Hild and Hayden Schlossberg were able to deliver. While the 2010 Karate Kid reboot starring Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith managed to perform well at the international box office, some felt it ultimately failed to live up to the appeal of the original 1984 classic and its assorted sequels. In stark contrast, however, Cobra Kai was largely hailed as a triumph and set the benchmark for so many other legacy sequel projects.
That's on me, I set the bar too low.
Proving that Cobra Kai's initial success was more than just a one-off occurrence, the show's later seasons would each receive considerable acclaim and considerably high viewership numbers. Not only was it able to bolster its appeal by luring back a long succession of Karate Kid franchise stars, but it also treated the original movies with a healthy reverence that is seemingly missing from so many other revivals, sequels, and reboots. Viewed by many as an exemplar in honouring the beloved pop culture hits of yesteryear, it will be interesting to see whether Cobra Kai will also deliver a fitting conclusion. So far, the initial reviews for Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 1 are largely positive, though the show's Rotten Tomatoes scores are trailing a little behind the consistently high-rated previous seasons. However, given that only a third of Season 6's episodes have been released, there's still plenty of opportunity for this to change as Parts 2 and 3 are released. Given the show's impressive and consistent efforts over the past 6 years, there's every reason to believe that Hurwitz and his fellow co-creators will be able to deliver an ending worthy of the show's already remarkable run.
He's beginning to believe.